Hey there, and welcome to something new. This is Astrea, the Six-Sided Oracles, which is a game that recently released, I think a few days ago actually, into full release, and is one I have been tracking for a very long time. I've been very interested in this game because it mixes roguelike deck builders with dice things. And the way it works is I'll demonstrate this by playing a run for you to watch, but just in case you don't feel like watching the whole run, I will just kind of explain it. Essentially, you draft a deck, very similar to classic roguelike deck builders. Instead of your cards being cards that do things as you would expect, you have effects written upon them, and then they do the thing that they say they do. Instead, they are each a dice, a six-sided dice, and what you do is you then, when you draw them, you roll them. This adds a level of statistics into your draws, which means that you're thinking about risk, reward, things like that. These dice are not as simple as like 1 through 6, right? Some of them are simple, right? Some of them are just okay, it's do a thing in this amount. Some of them are very complex. Some of them are also very risky, where 5 of the sides are bad and 1 of the sides is good. So there's a lot of intricacies to it that I think can be lost if you try to simplify it. It is a good game. I'm going to tell you up front. I didn't want to spoil it, but at the same time, I think you want to know. If you're looking to just kind of skip this run, then let me just tell you up front, I think the game kind of rips. My takeaway, however, is that the game is a bit long. I think that one of the unfortunate things that Slay the Spire, another roguelike deck builder, did for the genre is it solidified the whole 3-act structure with so many decisions from point 1 to point end that your run takes hours, right? I find that in the few runs that I've done so far, in order to, familiarize myself with this game so that I wouldn't be going into this video completely blind, the runs take a while. They have that same 3-act structure. I think it's overbearing. I wish they didn't do it. Honestly, 2 acts would have been better in my opinion. I don't think that there's enough variety between the 2 acts in this game, and the 3 acts rather, to justify it. But the game is very fun, so I'm not mad about it. It just means that if you have a limited amount of time to play a run, I do not think that this is a particularly great environment to do that in. I think something like Monster Train respects your time a lot better, which is a very important metric in my opinion. Let's see. Otherwise, the game is very cool. I'm a huge fan. I think it's a lot of fun that I've been enjoying playing. So, I'm not going to go through all of these things, but I also think the game is very pretty, right? The game has extremely nice art, and I think is a very cool premise. I think the music is beautiful, and generally it's good. So, now, this is not in the sense of a first look. Again, I said I'm not going to go through everything here, but one thing I'll at least point out, you can disable screen shake. It's very important to do, in my opinion. I think screen shake is on by default. This is a thing that basically means I can or cannot play a video game. So if I can't turn off screen shake, it's just impossible for me to play. It triggers migraines. So I'm just going to point that out for you right now. We'll go to new game. This does follow in the footsteps of a lot of these roguelike deck builder genres in that you have classes you can play. As you can see here, I have played 2 of them, or rather unlocked 2 of them. They explain what it requires in order to get the others, and so, I level up this guy over here, Salarius, and I can get Havelius. And then if I level up Havelius, I get Astra, and if I level up Astra, I get Sothis. And then the unknown one at the top, who knows what this one is? I have no idea. I assume you probably have to unlock all of them and do something with them, and then you get this cool final form, whatever that is. The game also shows you a little bit of a preview of what this character does and is. It describes complexity, which I think is kind of hilarious to me, because for me, if this first class, Mooney, is a 1 of 6 complexity, what the heck is a 6 of 6 complexity? Because this class is complex as heck. And some of it might just be that when you think about a roguelike deck builder, you've got, you draw a card. The card does a thing, and it has some text, but the card does what it says on the tin. In this particular case, every quote-unquote card you draw technically has 6 effects, so you're constantly looking at the effects that are available to you, and then making decisions based on those. And this, I think, makes every single play a lot more complex overall than something like Slay the Spire or Monster Train, where you can see a torch in Monster Train and go, I know exactly what this does, it's very simple, I can execute this action like this, and just do the thing. In this, you're looking at a dice and you're thinking, gosh, what are the chances that I roll better if I re-roll this? How do I interact with this? Etc. Similarly, this game also has what they call an anomaly level, which is another way of saying this is the Ascension, this is the Covenant level. All of these games have something that is difficulty based. This one is anomaly. So, nothing too crazy. I'm probably going to leave the anomaly at the highest level I've unlocked thus far, just because I think it's interesting to leave it up there, add some challenge. But at the same time, I kind of want to show you a run that hopefully makes it to the end, and I'm still very novice at this game, so I don't feel like pushing it too hard. Obviously, I can only go to anomaly level 1. I don't think that's too bad. I haven't really played Solarius at all, but this guy seems to be your big chunker warrior guy. Also, he is a hammerhead shark man, which is just really friggin' cool, so you have that. Meanwhile, we have Owl Friend. I like the little fact that you get little planets that go along with them. I think that's a neat trick. They do a cool, they're pretty cool. I'm a fan of this game in general. So, but anyway, don't have much else to add here. So I will say, I don't normally do, first look kind of videos like this. But if you enjoy this, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do play games like Monster Train regularly on the channel, and I play other games as well. I think Monster Train is obviously what I think I'm known the most for, and is almost certainly the thing that people get feeded to this channel via YouTube algorithms for. So there's that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a run going. I want to demonstrate some of the actual capabilities here of these characters and show you a bit about the game. We'll play with Mooney, because I think this makes sense. So let's get in on it. Okay, you can see here that you have almost identical to a Slay the Spire approach, where you have divergent paths, but you have ultimate bosses that you have to face. You are faced at some point with elite combats versus normal combats. You can always choose the easier combat if you feel weak. I found in my winning runs thus far, you pretty much should always just slam the hard combats, because you need to be stronger for the boss battles. I don't see any reason why I would not pick the hard combats. If I'm actually weak enough that I feel like I'm going to lose, then what the heck am I doing? So, anyway, some other factors that you're seeing in the UI, I'm going to give you an opportunity to review them all. This is cool. If you click the whole heart, it describes your bar. This bar is how you interact with your character. Your character has abilities. Your character wants to take damage and play a balancing game. Okay, your character has 7 health. You want to take damage because taking damage, which they call corruption, will actually enable these abilities. So if I take 1 damage, I enable this virtue, which is an ability, and it lets me re-roll my dice, 2 dice, or 2 dice from any target. I can re-roll enemy dice as well. If I take 3 damage, I can just slam an enemy for 4 damage, which is great. If I take 5 damage, I just get to essentially draw a card, but draw a dice. And then you always have active your class ability, which in this case converts 1 dice that's bad into a dice that's good. My one winning run thus far has been a heavy convert run, where I essentially took high risk dice, and then if I rolled poorly, I just converted them into the positive effect anyway. So this is usually not as strong as just simply drawing the best dice, right? So if you draw something very powerful, it's better than converting a bad effect, but converting a bad effect meant that I was very consistent. You have 3 hearts. These hearts are represented by these little hearts on the left. If you take 7 damage, you lose a heart. You only die if you lose all your hearts. There are a lot of effects that interact with this. You might have an event that allows you to sacrifice a heart in exchange for a powerful boon. I found that if you're playing well at this stage, you're probably not sacrificing hearts in combat very much, so I think that you probably want to aggressively play with these. I imagine at higher levels you might want to balance this a little more, because you may be faced with combats that you're thinking, I'm going to lose a heart over this. All of the classes are different. All of the little champions you play as have different virtues, different effects, different everything. You start with some dice. Think of these like cards from your roguelike deck builder, okay? Minor Purify is an easy one. I mentioned this. You've got 5 sides that do a minor effect. The blue number is just essentially 1 damage to an enemy or 1 healing to yourself. So you want to take damage to activate your virtues, and then you can heal yourself, which is good. Red is bad. If you draw a red dice, you have to play it before the end of your turn. You cannot simply discard it. This is important. You can play it on yourself to hurt yourself, which sometimes is good, right? Because you want to activate your virtues, and you can always heal it back after. But sometimes you play this on an enemy, which heals them because they're bad, right? So it's a push-pull mechanic, which is kind of very cool, I think. There's also an over-corruption mechanic. I'll explain that more in the actual game itself because I think it's relevant, but it's better to see the actual enemies before I explain that. You can see how some of them are different. A lot of them have effects. This one, for instance, gives you 1 shield plus 1 health, so pretty cool. You can play a lot of these effects on enemies too, right? Because enemies will be applying corruption to themselves, so you might block their self-inflicted effects, which is good for them, right? They want those red effects coming in. You can block some red on them. It's very flexible. I actually really like that. There are some other effects going on. I don't really know how some of these things will work because I've tried playing with Enhance, and while some of it has been good, I have also really struggled to figure out what exactly is allowed to be enhanced versus what is not allowed to be enhanced. It is a mechanic of this champion. I need to figure this out at some point, but basically it claims that you can make one of these purify actions stronger, right? You'd think that any of these dice that just have blue numbers count for this, but it seems to only allow you to use them on minor purifies or things that are just labeled purify as the dice type. So I don't actually think it's that good, or I don't know how it works, or maybe it's bugged, I can't tell. Anyway, I didn't find Enhance being very good, but this basically just adds a d6 to another dice value, more or less. Some cleanses, some rerolls. This is a very high flexibility class that I've noticed. I imagine it makes sense as the opener. I found converts to be a very effective strategy. Also, I got an X5 event in my opener, which was pretty cool. What the heck is a sentinel? I'll show you when we get them, but they're essentially allies that join you in combat. They're really friggin' good, and I think they're great, and I had a lot of fun with them. They give you extra dice. You have the map, of course, you can view that, and you get money. Money is star shards. These allow you to use things at shops. Now, I did unlock some new stuff in my recent combat, rather. I won a combat, and it allows me to pick from a black hole telescope. This seems really good. I had a good time with these. They have downsides, but they were never too terrible, so I'm going to grab a black hole telescope here. Basically, this means you fly close to the sun. You get a powerful benefit, but it's risky. Right, so this is very Slay the Spire-esque in the sense that you draw one more, which is very powerful because you're not energy limited in this game. You get to play all your dice, so every draw is an extra play. But yeah, so like you get a downside. Like Dazed is pretty rough here. You draw additional, but you start a battle with 3 wound hex dice. I don't even know what that is, but a hex dice is essentially a curse, I would like to think of it. Seems like a purely bad effect. Yeah, and then you get 2 additional dice, but you can't use all of your abilities. This is pretty punishing. So I'm gonna start with... this Dazed. This is gonna make my turn 1s a little weaker, but generally I don't think... You're not bursting here. So I think this is fine. I'll take that. It's an interesting interaction. Drawing additional dice is very powerful, though, so we'll take it. We get our starting cards, essentially. So I'm not going to go over everything, but essentially some of these are... You can discard stuff and do some things. Cool. It's not very exciting. I do love high-risk dice. Like, check this out, right? 50 damage, but 5 of the sides are terrible, and one of the sides just hurts you so bad that you lose a heart. Very nuts, in my opinion. Kind of ridiculous. Now, I think you should take stuff like this, though. These are actually very strong if you can align them. There is a dice in this pool for this class that lets you simply pick a side of the dice that you want to play. So I could draw this and then use that other dice to set it to the 50, which is very cool. I think it's easier to draft this after you've hit that other side, but you have a reroll mechanic, so it's usually not too bad to take things. I'm gonna go full risk here. I love Twilight Sigil. I found was very cool. This is essentially whoever you can play this on anything, and then whenever you convert a dice, it gives you that many purification. So you can play this on an enemy and it hurts them whenever you corrupt, or you can play this on an ally and it helps them whenever it corrupts. I think this is excellent. I love Twilight Sigil. I've very enjoyed it. But you see how there's like a full negative dice over here? These are actually really good because your mechanic is you're guaranteed to be able to convert one dice every turn, which turns this into area 8 if you roll high. So these like full negative dice are actually excellent for this class, which is very cool. But I want to have the synergy here, so we're going to take the Twilight for now. Cool, and then we fight some stuff. Alright, the most important thing I'll point out, notice this bottom number down here beneath their health. This is what they call over corruption. Now, oh, interesting. The dice are random. That's what dazed means. Interesting. Oh, there we go. This is the enhanced mechanic. I'm just going to enhance the area effect, which is cool. Yeah, you see I just made that a 1 to a 6. Very strong. But yeah, if I hit something with a corruption, it makes this lower number go up, and when it hits the maximum, then it does this effect on me. In this particular case, it hits me for 3 damage. Cool. Not terrible, but it does mean that I can get away with... It doesn't really matter too terribly much. I can get away with it, yeah. Anyway, I think we are happy to take the random 1 here. Oh no, I took 1 damage. But you see how it's actually okay, yeah? I can replay, and I want to lower their number here, I think. I actually think 3 to me is perhaps the best dice it could have had. It could have hit, so we'll just take that. But yeah, look, we improved it, so cool. I do this, great news, I get some shield, I just do 6 damage here. I don't really want to reroll this dice, so I let this discard, but I can't play the convert or anything, so we can just discard at this point. He's going to hit me for 3, and I'm actually going to get hit for 1, or actually he hit himself for that, which is fine. Cool. We continue on. Now the other nice thing is that my daze effect from this only applies on the first turn, so that's okay. Corruption is good. I'm actually okay with this because I can then just convert this into a positive dice. See how I'm doing that? A lot of these dice effects are fairly weak, so we're not terribly afraid of most of this. We're just going to hit the boss to the best of our ability. All good. Area effects, you play in the middle, they hit everyone. I don't want to re-roll this, it's fine. This is kind of like a tutorial combat here. He goes, ooh, I hit the everything, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, yeah. This combat should go fairly quick when you're thinking about it, right? There's not a lot that you need to worry about. It's pretty hard to actually have a struggle here. But you can see here, he is going to apply corruption to himself, to himself, but he doesn't actually get to do that now because of the shield that I put on him. So we can kind of just slam him here, and he's going to have a bad day. He hits me for 2, and then just cannot apply his own shield, which is great. Yeah, and I just roll a 50 off this risky dice, right? Sometimes you can do this, but even if I hit the dissolve life, I can re-roll it. But we're just going to end this combat. Just slam this guy for 50 and end this. You full heal after every combat, so you don't have to do any stupid stuff. It's all good. Cool. I love Embrace Plus. This is one of my favorites for conversions. Big fan of that. Doom is a very cool mechanic that essentially is a bad effect. It makes all of the dice numbers that are negative stronger. But you gain, you gain stronger stuff otherwise. Now, when do you deal this purification to all targets? Interesting. There are still mechanics on this champion I do not know, so... Ooh. This affects all of your cards do more damage if you've converted things in this battle. I think there's a balance, right? You don't want to draw too many of these negative ones, but you don't want to draw too many of these weak ones either. It's kind of fun, right? I'm going to take Embrace Plus. This makes me feel very good about the situation there. Excruciatus. What is... I don't know what Scarlet Sigil does. I've seen this a couple times. Yeah, so whenever I play a risky dice, so basically anytime any of these red dice that are super risky, you play one of those and they get slammed for additional damage. Or you could play it on an ally and they get healed. Kind of interesting. This is scaling to some extent. Or I can play a very interesting reroll. Or I can skip, and I think in this case I'm actually going to skip. Fine. A lot of effects I can play here. There's card drafts that are on the left and the middle. I'm just going to go to the star shards here. I think we're okay for this next combat. I don't feel like I need to draft anything necessarily. If I was going to pick anything, it probably would be balance dice here, just because I think I could benefit from it. I have a few very high-powered dice right now, but I could use some balanced ones. I think removals are also similarly critical in this run, or in this game, rather. You want to have 150 money walking into a Sentinel shop because it's so much stronger to have a friend. I am going to take cash and just move on to this fight. We fight Big Fish Man. He's scary. I get affected by my daze nonsense initially. It's a pretty good set of rolls. When you hit this guy down to half health or less, he gets stronger, is basically what this goes and says. All of my dice are kind of just cursed and random here, which is funny. So, like, oh no, I hit myself, right? This is kind of like a weird system, but not a problem. I'm going to reroll his dice. Yeah, okay, he does 1 damage to everyone, so he corrupts himself here. Not too bad. First turn is not a particular concern here. I take a hit, no big deal. He gets some over-corruption, no big deal. Okay, perfect example, by the way. I am going to do a reroll, but I want to mention this conversion is what happens first, right? So I kind of want to get the Twilight Sigil down. So we're going to reroll the Twilight Sigil. I could reroll his dice, or I could look for something stronger on some of mine. I may as well, right? Give it a try. Terrible rolls, in fact. So what we can do instead is we're going to eat the 3 from the enemy here so I don't pass away. I can hit him with some effects. I'm going to convert the 12 into a positive and just slam him with that. Now, I don't want to have to play all of these effects. I can play games with my health here, right? What I should do is first hit myself 3 so I can slam him. That's fine. It looks bad, because if he hits me for 3, I'm going to have a bad time. So what I have to actually do now is I have to play these aggressively on myself or whatever. I'm going to hit myself with a 2, which reduces me low. I'm going to draw a dice, which is also bad. You can tell that I maybe have a little too risky of a play, but also you have to understand some of these were just 50-50s, right? You have to be able to play around this randomness. It looks bad. So what we have to do now is we have to heal ourselves with this 12, which is okay. We have the tools, right? We're going to hit the enemy here. I'm going to hit the enemy. This overcorruption, it's not great to hit him with it, but it takes him to 5, and then I heal myself, and I will be okay at the end of this. So then he hits me for 3, it activates these, and then we get another turn. So you can kind of see how the gameplay works. You have to adapt to what you're drawn. I do wish to re-roll both sides, I think. Yeah. Let's see if we can hit better. I would really like a Twilight Sigil here. Great, we get the Twilight Sigil. Excellent news. He's hitting me, so I'm just going to play the 1 on myself. I'm going to slam him for 4. I don't have a good Corrupt here, unfortunately, which means my Convert Virtue is fully dead. So it's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. We hit the enemy, we hit everything, it's fine. I'm going to re-roll his dice, it's fine, it heals me, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Alright, it's fine. Cool. The combats can go a little faster if you know what you're doing, but you see how he hit me there with that overcorruption? Doesn't really bother me. It resets him on a convenient turn, so I'm happy for it. I generally believe you don't want to re-roll a dice that has a dissolve life on it. You want to just accept this penalty here, and it's fine. If I roll poorly, it's okay. If I roll the dissolve life, I have to re-roll it with my virtue. It's one of the things that makes those even possible, in my opinion. A lot of these dice are pretty garbage, so I'm not particularly keen on it. I do get the convert, which heals me for 2. Incredible news. I'm just going to slam this guy for 12. He does a lot more damage now, which is expected because I hit him. I'm going to heal myself and give myself shield, and we're just going to slam this enemy a bit. We're going to accept a lot of these hits. I'm not going to do any rerolls here. He's now stronger. I need to try to finish the combat to the best of my ability. He does a lot more damage. You'll see that his numbers are pretty good here. I am going to continue to play similarly. I'm going to convert my 12. You can see why I like 12s, right? These big numbers, you get to hit enemies. I can play this into one of these enhances. Great, and I can just win the combat. I don't have to play any negative dice if I win the combat, and we're good to go. Straightforward. I get some stuff. Money is good. Let's see. We get protection, quick strike. A lot of these are interesting, right? Unforgeable, it means that I can't use a smith to replace this dice face. So sometimes that's okay. Like, this is not a big deal, but you can see that there are a couple dice where that matters, right? If I go over to my insta-kill dice, the unforgeable is on dissolve life, right? I can't replace that. It's an important part of everything. All dice from your hand with any type of corrupt into purify 1. I don't know about this. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the protection. I don't think these are great. I'm going to skip them. Yeah, precision dice is very good, in my opinion. These let you choose a dice face or you see a negative. I'm a huge fan of precision. This is the effect, the interaction I was talking about, because if I draw that with the purify, I get multiple tries at hitting it correctly. This is a very risky dice deck so far, so it's a little concerning, but anyway, I'm going to take the event. I think these have been cool so far. I have been ambushed. I don't know what this creature is. What is happening? I can't see what the enemy has rolled, but I can see its dice. When defeated, apply doom to everyone. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to area enemy enhance here for 6 AoE damage. That seems pretty cool. I'm also going to do a convert on the 13 here. Just send it. Of course, I hit my 13 on myself, which is unfortunate. I don't know how strong these enemies are, but I guess we'll find out. Right? What does he hit me for? 1? What are his options? I can see what his options are. I see. Okay. Got it. So they're fairly weak, but they get strong if you let them go ham. I did roll just straight up a 50 here, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to play Twilight Sigil on myself. I'm going to area purify here. I think it's good to do. I didn't roll a negative dice, actually, which is okay. I'm not mad about it. I do think I want to heal myself and force a reroll. If you force a reroll, you can see what they have. There you go, we see that. And then I'm going to just hit one of these guys. And then I'm going to nuke another one. It does make all of them stronger, though, which is a concern. I think, based on this, it's possible I die here if the other guy rolled a 4, right? Oh, but he does 4 on himself. Oh, interesting. It's a self-corrupt effect. Never mind. I didn't actually read that fully. Yeah, you can tell because the like inner line means it's self, the outer line means it's elsewhere. So, okay. Everything now is stronger, as you can tell. Alright, I'm gonna re-roll doubles on myself here, see what we hit. Okay, we did get a Twilight Sigil, which is cool. I have Twilight Sigil on myself, though, which means I want to put some of it on the enemy, I think. Very cool. And then I go ahead and convert this 5, right? Which heals me, hurts him. And I want to force a reroll here on both of their dice to see what I'm dealing with. This is 6 damage to me, okay? So that's very important to keep in mind. There's a way I can get, the way I get around this is I have to overcharge one of them, right? So he goes raw, I'm mad. This hurts me. It also heals him, by the way. I hit the enemy. I'm okay with this 3 here, I think it's fine. I have to heal myself to avoid dying, so I go to full, and then I just do 1 damage here, and we chill, and I take 6, and this is going to activate all my virtues, but it's fine. Like, I'm fine with that 6. Cool. I look very weak here, but I'm actually in an okay place. As long as I don't horrifically dice roll here, we're fine. Draw real quick, see what we hit. Alright. Yeah, my hand is about to be full, oh no! That's okay. We're going to corrupt this risky dice here, which does heal us immediately. Ta-da! I'm going to zap this guy, which kills him. Cool. Now everything is doomed. So that's fine. But I can just almost instantly kill this guy, I think. What's this 7? Okay. I'm going to re-roll the 7 and the enemy's dice to see what I'm working with here. Yeah, he's doing 5 AoE, so I need to heal myself. So what I need to do now is I'm going to hit him with this 7, which heals him, but he's already at full, but it does cause him to attack me for 3, which should let me roll my draw dice again. Yes, it does. Very cool. I will draw a dice here. Cool, I'll take it. And then I need to heal myself above 6. So this is strong because this means that it's 2 shield as well. So he's only doing 3 to me now. So whatever, I'm just going to spend some of my minor heals on myself and then hit him for 15 and we move on. And then I'm only taking 3 here, which should enable me to auto-win this next turn because of the virtue that I get. So we're fine. I don't actually mind it being another combat, right? To roll a 50, of course. Just end this guy, it's fine. Yeah, we get it. Not bad. You still get rewarded for this event, right? And the combats are not terrible. Apply 5 light shield to a target, add 1 wound dex. 1 wound in your deck. Not a fan of that. What is this? Serenity Aura. Apply Serenity to all targets. Or apply Torment to all targets. The cool thing about this is the Torment converts into Serenity here, so I don't hate this risky dice. I need to make sure I'm not overdoing it, though. I need to draft into some converts. I'm going to take this, but I think I need to draft convert plays. Like, I can't take this dark side or whatever. I can't do that. I'm going to skip this. I don't mind the light shield, actually. I'm going to take this balance, the safe light shield, actually. I think having a safe card is fine. We're going to go to the Sentinel. This is a very big power swing. When you buy one of these guys, I'm going to show you them. They're also very cool in general. They have their own dice, right? Oh my gosh, give me that precision dice, please. 100%. We're going to take this left guy. Autonomous Beacon, I'm going to purchase him. He shows up and he just kind of chills here and he does his own thing, and that's excellent news. I can also upgrade him, which is super worthwhile. Yeah, it gives him health, and then later on it makes his dice better, so it's worth doing it. They also do get targeted, so I find that this is a great way to spend money in this game. It's like permanent scaling. We just slam the hard battle, I think. Ah, yeah, this guy is fine. Not a problem. He can get zapped, no problem. I just straight up roll the 50 off the top. Incredible. Cool, I'm not mad about rolling the 50. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that I'm probably not going to get it, so we'll see if we just hit the enemy. We don't. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. I hit myself. No big deal. I could force him to re-roll. It's not that bad, right? I can also just take this 3. I don't really care about it, yeah? Unfortunate draws. That's okay. We'll heal ourselves. Fine. And then I can play their dice, right? I can also re-roll their dice, right? So I could re-roll this and look for a better one. In fact, I may as well, because there's no downside. I mean, it ends up being the same, but it's fine. He does hurt himself a little because of that effect. Direct damage does have thorn effect, but he stabs me. I'm not mad about it, right? It's okay. Not mad about it. I did roll Serenity to everyone, which is very cool. Very good. Serenity is strong because it makes things stronger. I get an enhance here. I'm going to play it on this, make it strong. Have precision. I can put the shield on myself here, who's being attacked, which is great. I hit this guy, it's okay. I could force rerolls. Precision dice is not super important here. I'm going to use this 2 over here to heal myself, I think. That's fine. Because Serenity, it actually improves it by 1. All dice numbers are essentially higher now. I'm going to take this 2 and be okay with it. I'm going to hit myself with it. Actually, no. Hit the enemy with the 6 here. I think blocked. Yeah, this is fine. This enemy, when this counts down, will gain Doom, which is scary. He hurts harder. So I'm okay with this. I can force rerolls here. I might as well, right? There's no reason not to. So maybe I hit something better. I get precise, which is nice because I can now precision his dice to whatever I want, so he does 1 damage to me. You can kind of see how cool that is, right? Precise is very strong when you need to. I take 0. Now it's good and bad to take 0, right? On the one hand, it's good to be healed. On the other hand, it's good to take damage so I can slam here, right? Area Purify is your friend. This will hit me with some damage. Cool, not a problem. He is going to get stronger. I think there's only so much I can do here. I'm going to convert Mr. 12, which I'm a big fan of, and just send this man some damage, which does give me the rerolls that I'm quite happy about, yeah? I'll try it on Mr. Precision Dice, and I'll try it on him too. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's an improvement on him. Doesn't really change anything for me. So what I'm going to do is hit myself here, definitely, which lets me extend this man a little more. I take the 1, which lets me draw. Take the shield, sure. Seems reasonable. I could force a reroll on something, which I will just do on my own dice just to have it. It's the same thing, no big difference. Cool. I don't feel like healing him right now. We are going to use our 3 on ourselves. Zam, he gets healed. It's great news. I'm going to toss him this too. It doesn't change anything. Lets me play my turn. Okay. He hits me for 1, which does nothing, and very straightforward. Now he gets the Grim Awakening, so he's a scary crab, and we go on from here. Now, here's a great example. I did roll the precision dice over there, which lets me choose a dice, which is very cool. So I play this, right? And it means I get to pick whatever happens on this next turn. He has 11. I can do 4 and then 4, so that's 8. 8 damage is pretty good. I could set this to 3, which is 4. I can do 12 and actually just end this combat, I think. Which I think is something I should just do. Right, we make this a 3, and then you hit the enemy. I take some hits here, but it also just does not matter at all. And then we hit the 4 and it's over. Cool. So we end the combat, he becomes a regular crab, and we move on. You get a cool little blessing, which is kind of like a relic, right? Big Twilight Sigil, energy, acceptance, a balanced dice. I'm just going to skip these cards. I don't think they affect me in the way I want. 5 Twilight Sigil. I mean, I need more converts is what I need to draft into. So we're going to skip that. This is an enhanced dice. This is good. Purify Plus is good. Just hit for bigger numbers. I like this. It's a good balanced dice for me. And then we get to pick something here. Cool. You can see the effects. Whenever you draw a hex dice, you gain research. That can be good. At the end of your turn, gain 1 light shield for each die in your hand, so anything I discard essentially becomes effectiveness. Every 8 times you deal purification to enemies, gain 1 boost. This basically draws you a card, or draws you a dice every time you play 8 on an enemy, and it stacks between turns. I think this is great. I'll take the sandals. Excellent. Cool. Alright, we move on from here. Removals are good, I think. I can't afford the Sentinel shop here, even if I went to the Star Shards, so I'm going to just take the removal. A great opportunity to cut some of these dumb early game things that don't provide a lot of value. Like, I can cut Enhance here and be okay with this, right? Goodbye. Minor Enhance, that's not my deal. Duplicate is a lot of fun, because it's essentially a Hellvent or whatever. I can make another dice better, or make another one. I think I would like just the higher number Purify dice, right? It's an improvement. So I'm actually going to play it safe, and we're going to duplicate the Purify Plus, which I think is a fine addition to my deck. We're going to move on. We get to pray. This is a great example. Sacrifice a heart and gain a star blessing. I pretty much always do this, unless I'm very weak or something, because it's very strong. Alright. Let's see what we get. So we have, whenever an enemy dice is rerolled, they take damage. I do this pretty often. We get the first draw phase of each battle. When drawing your initial hand, risky dice are drawn first. This is interesting because it means the risky gets slammed by my dazed, which is interesting. Every 12 risky dice you play, apply incorruptible to all enemies. This counter is kept between combats. I have a lot of risky dice, but I don't actually think this is that strong. A lot of enemies don't seem to self-hit that often. There's some of them. Draw risky dice first. I don't want them to be randomized, though. If I do hit the 50, I want to just end the combat. I'm just gonna... I do re-roll enemies. Let's just take the 3 bonus damage here, I think. That's good. Cool. We took a heart for that, but now we kind of just go on and we fight this boss, which is another scary turtle. Scary turtle, it's time to go. He gets 2 dice per turn. He's actually a kind of interesting mechanic, I think, overall. He applies effects to you, which cause, like, make you hard to... You can't really, like, affect enemies or whatever. Random 14 pretty much has to get converted or we're going to have a bad time. Yeah, basically. Now, unfortunately, I did draw the Serenity action here. I cannot play random Corrupt 14. This is just straight up going to kill me. I think I have to reroll that. So we have to take this, make it positive. See what we hit. Okay, 14 in the wrong place. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. I would like to hit myself for 3. Okay, of course that hits the enemy, which is amazing news. I'm going to randomize here. It's a really bad turn, actually, because I couldn't control anything. I do hit the enemy. I'm going to shield myself here. I have to area torment. This is bad. That is a very bad effect. It means that when I get hit, I take extra damage. Yeah. Which is very, very bad. There's not much I can do about it, right? I get slammed here. I'm going to take huge chunks. Ouch. Okay. Alright, hopefully we don't get hurt too much. I do have to re-roll the death dice, which is bad. Let's go ahead and draw first. I get a shield. I got precision roll, though. I actually think precision roll here is nuts because I can just set this to target 50, and we almost just straight up win the combat here, which is pretty nuts. Right? Just straight up win here. If I'm going to do this, I need to make sure I actually win. Can I do 57 damage here? I can do a reroll. I think I should do a reroll on this area, because if I hit a 5 or a 6, we guarantee it. I'm going to take the reroll on my 2 negative dice here, see what we hit. Yeah, okay. Alright, well. Hit the enemy. He blocks some of that. I hit the enemy for 4. Hit the enemy for 50. Hit the enemy for 6, and the combat is over. Alright, actually this boss was free. A very scary combat that actually went really well in my favor. I get a free ally from this, which is always awesome. You can show their dice. Starry is universally very good. Big fan. I don't want this randomization. Resource Buddy. Discard if I do deal 3 purification to a random enemy for each number of dice I discard. I'm just going to take Starry here, honestly. This guy's great. Let's go, buddy. And then he shows up and we've got the whole squad now, which is amazing. Copycat ++, Baleful Hoot. Gain 3 Doom. I actually think Doom is very good because it makes all of my negatives stronger, which makes the corruptions better. Or the conversions. But it's pretty risky, right? It's pretty risky. I'm going to take Copycat Plus. Just clone another deck or another enemy element of my run. I'll take that. That seems strong. We'll grab that. I get another element here. What do we get? Increased purification received by all targets by 1. Draw 1 fewer dice per turn. I don't actually think this is very strong. We're going to skip that. Once per convert, draw a risky dice. Interesting. Forbidden Atlas. Draw 1 additional die per turn. Start each battle with Doom. I love this. Doom is, I think, as long as you have enough converts positive, and drawing more is good, so we're going to take that. I do need to desperately draft into some converts, so I think we need to look at some card drafts here, is what's coming up. Like, I think we need to actually look at some cards. I don't want it to be a risky, though. 2 safe dice. I'm going to look at 2 safe dice and then take a destroy, I think. I need to see if I can find a convert that's just a card convert. This is Serenity. It's okay. Change 1 die from your hand into Purify 1 action until end of enemy's turn. Honestly, it's not terrible. Choose a non-red to discard. These are not great. I'm gonna grab... Yeah, I can change... This is a convert that's kind of weak. It's a weak convert, in my opinion. I'll grab it, just because I think I need more of these. What is this? Twilight Sigil. This is a pretty good Twilight Sigil one, though. but unfortunately not the one I'm looking for. I'll take another Twilight Sigil here and we just kind of chill. I need to improve the density of those. I'm going to go to the removals now, and I would like to cut a minor reroll, or the Stellar Cleanse probably. Yeah, Stellar Cleanse is pretty garbage. The ones across the board. We'll go fight now. Okay. I've never seen these enemies before. What are they? Guy got laser beamed. Okay. I did get a precision dice. Let's see. What do I want to have? Is there any of these that I really want to hit? What is this? Player confused. 50% chance of dealing 2 purification or corruption to you. Not affected by doom or empower. So it's unsure what's going to happen. All targets. This hits everyone? Yikes, man. Anyway, I'm going to apply Twilight Sigil to... I like having some of this on myself pretty universally. I don't want a random corrupt here, so I think this is going to get my convert. Re-shield. Let's see who we hit here. Okay, I hit myself. It's fine. I did roll a copycat, so what am I going to copycat here? I will copycat this dice, which then immediately rolls. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. Does 4 to a random target. Cool, we just hit a guy. I'm gonna convert. I don't have a great... Oh, this middle guy's... Oh, interesting. They all do something different here, huh? Curious. I'm going to use my precision on this guy over here, and then just have him do the hit. I don't want this confusion nonsense. I'm gonna go ahead and Twilight Sigil myself. It's nice to have this, some of it on yourself. Convert here, hit something randomly with 3. This is okay. I'm gonna shield one of my allies, I think. I want to kill the middle guy first, essentially, if possible. 2 AoE, 2 to me. I don't mind if they hit me. I do mind if they hit my buds. So go ahead and give him the shield and end turn here. This should be fine. Yeah, hit me and buff me up, I think. Ouch. I get hit. Alright, cool. It's a scary turn, admittedly, but we should be able to get away with this. 6 AoE. Unfortunately, Serenity Aura did not proc. I'm going to draw a card and see what we hit. I hit a decent Purify action. This is a good reroll. If I had a Precision dice, this would be the turn to play it. Now this is Player Corrupt. This is a pretty good one for me because it means that... I'm going to reroll... I actually don't know what a Dissolve Life converts into, and I don't really feel like finding out. I don't think. We're just gonna reroll these, I think. See what we hit. Well, I'm going to be converting a... Oh, I can't convert Torment. Oh, buddy, I didn't realize that. That's actually very bad. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to have a very different turn than I was expecting. I need to hit this Virtue to reroll again, and to do that, I need to hit myself again. Okay. Good grief, what do you mean? I want to reroll this Torment dice. I did not realize that was going to happen. Alright, we at least hit the Serenity now, which is a big improvement. I can heal myself back up and give myself a shield. I need to do this to the ally as well. We're going to do damage to Middleman to the best of our ability. I do need to heal myself here. No real choices on this one. Okay. Cool. Taking some big hits here. That Torment would have been really bad with this area dice here. When an ally dies, by the way, what happens is that They just turn off until the end of the combat, right? They just disable. It's fine. All right, I need a precision dice here. I'm converting the 15 100%, which does just basically kill a guy. I'm going to safe dice this to convert paralysis and, well, I don't feel like playing this randomly. And I rolled poorly on the Serenity here. I do think that we want to play the safe dice here and just convert these into some Garbo numbers. And I'm okay with this, right? The way this works is fine. We're just gonna slam out as much as we can on this middle dude here. He gets hit for some numbers. I'm gonna heal the ally here. That's okay. I'm going to hit the 15. I want the 15 to go somewhere that's actually productive. I could kill this guy, but he rolled really poorly, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. So I'm just going to put this 15 on the left, friend. Seems good. Twilight Sigil, I'm going to put this actually on the right enemy, I believe. Seems okay to me. And we move on from here. He tosses some randomness. He heals everyone. Good job, bud. He tosses me a bunch of garbage. The laser beam just straight up kills a guy. Thanks, bud. Really appreciate that. What do we get? Pretty weak overall, I think. I'm going to assume you can't convert the dissolved life then, based on how that other one works. So I need to hit myself here. Force a reroll. I want to reroll these. No, I don't care about that one. That's probably my convert. Actually, I will reroll these two. That's fine. These are all starter dice, which is part of why I want to remove them. Any goods I hit are great. Excellent. I'm going to convert here. Excellent. Some free damage, some free healing. I slam a dude, which ends this guy on the left. There he goes. Well done. Cool. We just plug numbers in, hit the enemy. He does have a Thorns effect, it appears. That's okay. I don't actually mind this because it lets me do more with my turn, right? And then I can just self-heal here without much concern. Zamboni that guy and then heal yourself and we chill. Now, I need to be careful he doesn't actually kill my guys. He won't. It's fine. They get hit. No big. Good job. Cool. Should be straightforward. He goes, raw, I'm evil and mad and bad and I over-corrupted. Wow, he actually... I didn't realize he was self-procking there. I lost a heart over that. Well, that's really unfortunate. That seems like that's a big throw from me. Huh, alright, fair enough. That is unfortunate, not a big fan. I can end this combat pretty easily, so we will. I think we just don't mess around and finish this out. That's a real shame to throw that heart like that. I'm not a fan of that. That's not even a very hard combat for me to have taken. So, oh well. A discard is not a bad pick here. Yeah, the discard safe is pretty good, I think. I'll take it. For the rest of the run, I'm gonna grab this acceptance AoE, big risky dice. I think having a good conversion there is nice. Man, I don't have the converts. I'd like to remove, essentially, but I also really want to end up where? The epic shop is okay. I can sacrifice a heart at this point, which is okay. I can go to safe dice. I don't think so. I'm gonna go to the duplicate. I think that's gotta be correct. And then our duplicate is going to be... I want more of that precision dice business. Where's that precision dice at? Yeah, okay. Grab me another one of them. I'm good with that. Now, I am going to just take money here. I'm going to look at this shop because I can't afford stuff here, which is good. The shops are pretty strong. I'm a little annoyed about that heart loss, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Epic convert up to 3 dice. This is the card I'm looking for, right? Yes. the epic convert is huge. I'm very pleased with that purchase. I was talking about needing to find those, so I feel good about that. All right. We kind of full send. Hope for some good draws. I roll a precision dice here, which is just beautiful. Just re-roll that instant death into the one I want, which is a random 50. We'll see who gets slammed by this. It's unfortunately myself. But that will have to do. Well, I mean, this discard is actually just straight up stronger than the other options here that I have, so I'm just going to do that and hit them. I am going to focus down some of these enemies at the best I can. We take these hits. I get hit for one, and then they're starting the nefarious pulse, which is not good, right? Everything that has nefarious pulse will get damage at the start of its turn. This is a really strong convert, by the way, in case it were not obvious. I also have a precision dice on this roll, which is excellent. But this is a for sure convert here. 10 AoE to everything is massive. Just full send here. Huge play. And then I can get rid of... I can do a lot of damage. I actually think it's probably good to see if he stacks... If this guy randomly places a nefarious pulse on his buddy, if he puts it on the right side, that buys me a free turn, right? I can deal some damage to everything. Is there anything I really want to hit here? That's the real question you have to ask yourself, because I can set a dice on this turn. I rolled the precision. I don't have great precision plays right now, unfortunately. I can do just 4 damage to something, which I should do, but before I do that, just evaluate options. I can hit myself for 5 and draw. I don't think I want to. I will put some shield on one of my buddies here. I think that's worthwhile. I'm just gonna hit the boss a bit. I want to prep. Yeah, I mean, I may as well play this and pick a bigger number, I guess, for 3. It's kind of a weak play, but I'm okay with it. I want the enemy to be poised to die. And then we end turn here, and we chill, because he might Nefarious Pulse his friend. Oh, he Nefarious Pulsed me. That's not great. Okay. Alright, so he didn't do that, unfortunate. I do get Serenity here, which is pretty huge. I also get double converts, which is amazing. I'm going to just play the Serenity openly. It's very strong to have. I love Serenity. I want to get some Twilight Sigil out here as well on the enemy in this particular case. And I get to force a reroll. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm gonna play the double converts here. This is very strong to just do it, which does hurt the enemy a fair bit. I need my allies to heal themselves, but I also want my allies to roll well. So let's just roll an ally dice here. Cool, fine. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna be playing defensively on this one. I am going to slam the boss for 15 here. We're currently taking a lot of damage AoE. I think I do need to actually kill this enemy, which I'm going to do now. Yeah, we hit this guy. I think it's the best we can honestly do on this one. It buys me an extra turn. I need to try to delay my players are dying. My allies are dying on this, so... Okay, I get a discard, which is cool. I get a forced reroll. I can safe dice some stuff, which is fun. I can... This is a little bit of a weak turn, is my problem, yeah? So I want to copycat the Purify that maybe does damage here. Sure. 6 and a 5 is good. I'm going to toss some shield at an ally. They're going to play defensively on themselves. I'm going to convert the 6 damager here, which does hit everything. We're going to pump numbers into the boss to the best of my ability. Shield is good. Right? I'm going to play this on the enemy because it blocks some of this pulsing. And then I think we're going to just discard here to hit the enemy for a bit, and we chill on this turn. Yeah. I think so. This is AoE damage that goes on for a while, so not a big problem. Okay, a lot of... yeah, our guy just passes away here. You can see the challenge of this, right? And then everything is going to get hit again. Yeah. Me having 2 Nefarious Pulse is bad. Cool, I did roll a Convert here, which is pretty good. I'm going to do some damage to the enemy here. I think do I need to rush from this? Maybe. I do think this is a good turn for a Convert play. Let's put some more Twilight Sigil on the enemy and do a Convert here, which is a big swing. And then I hit him for 14, which is cool. I then want to do another Convert on this 3, which is strong. We push numbers. And we kill him. Just exactly. But it does get us out. Now our little guy, our buddy, revives at the end of combat, so I'm not worried about it. Cool. Alright, we get another risky Twilight Sigil. There is a card draw here. I'm not mad about this, right? This draw plus. It's a pretty decent play. Gaining Serenity is a bit weak. Applying Serenity to everything is pretty strong. Twilight Sigil is very, very powerful. I'm going to take this draw plus. I think that's okay. Copycats, I'm going to skip that. I don't think those are particularly good. Alright, we get another relic. If 3 dice are converted in a single turn, refresh your virtues. I'm coming close to that being possible. Every 5 turns, gain incorruptible. Become invulnerable to damage? It's hard to argue with that, right? It's basically, what is that? It's really good. I'll take it. I'm going to destroy. I think I need to here. Ooh, but I really want to go to the Sentinel shop. Oh, I can't do the upgrade though. I don't have enough money. Well, I will destroy then. This is an unfortunate node generation. I can go... Event seems better. Yeah, we get ambushed, unfortunately. Death Bomb, what does that do? When destroyed, everything takes damage. Okay, well, that sucks. Alright, I can force a reroll on some of these. So let's go ahead and play Mr. Risky Dice on this guy, which lets me pick the Twilight Sigil that I want, which I can immediately put on myself. It's good to do. I get a Convert, which I'll play. 5 to anyone. I will play the Convert on the 16 damage here. Now, unfortunately, 5 random does probably kill an ally. Ah, you know what? It could have been much worse. That is going to be the one we target then. 5 random. Now we hit that guy. Sure. It's honestly kind of good to burst one of these goons down, so I think I'm just going to push this number for the time being. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they could hit me pretty hard. Oh, they applied Death Bomb to enemies? Interesting. What a challenging combat, I actually think. Okay, I would like to reroll my guy that got a 1 up here. I can copycat a dice. Let's see, I can finish off one of these guys, which I do think I'm going to want to do. Which is what, 1 damage to everything at this point? Okay. True. I I'm going to re-roll my ally. This 2 is pretty weak as well. I don't think there's anything I desperately want here. Yeah, this is okay. I may as well re-roll the 2 then. I'm re-rolling both allies to improve them a bit. Honestly, rolled the exact same thing. Tragic. I'm gonna kill this enemy now. Okay. He blows up. Everyone gets 1. That's okay. I'm going to play the self-heals here. I get a convert, which is nice. This will heal me, so I should contemplate if I can do something else here. I cannot. My copycat is going to be weak, I suppose, but I'll play it onto the shield, I think. Just because it's always positive, we'll take it. I'm going to give myself a shield, and then I'm going to hit myself, I think. Yes, this gives me the draw, which is Twilight Sigil Purify. I'll take it. Sure thing. And then I'm going to heal up. I don't feel like taking this, but I'm just going to convert it to a 3, which does full heal me. Let's start working on that guy in the back here. These guys need to heal themselves because I'm concerned. And then this doesn't do anything. I have no dice left over. It's okay. I take some hits. 1 AoE to everyone. And a bomb to themselves. Okay. It's not as concerning when there are fewer of them. I can draw 2. That's pretty powerful. We'll take it. Sure. I can discard up to 2. I am going to hit myself for 5, I think. Right? I think that's pretty good. I'm going to hit myself for 5 off this one, though. Yes, this lets me reroll. And that's because I want to reroll the Serenity Aura, possibly. So we're going to hit these and see if we hit either the Precise or the Serenity Aura, or frankly both. Very good, in fact. Cool. Alright, well, that's pretty strong, as it turns out. I'm going to be corrupting this 8. So what I'm actually going to do, then, is I'm just going to Precise out this 8 into the 10, and then convert the 10, which does big healing, and then slams everything for 11, which is nuts. I'm going to... I feel stronger just simply discarding stuff here. So we're going to Inventive discard everything on this, and just hit enemies. And we will continue pumping numbers here. I think we're good. Cool. Oh, I can also just slam this guy. I guess I can draw a dice. I should have clicked that first. Yeah, I should probably not end my turn doing 3 damage to everything. Actually, I kind of want to do it this... that's tough. He could Death Bomb himself, and then he auto-kills my allies, which is a little spicy. Let's just hit this guy over here and chill, because he could Death Bomb... He could be doing AoEs. I don't actually know. Yeah, he does Death Bomb his ally. I actually don't mind. I'm not mad about how that turned out. We should finish this combat pretty comfortably from here. I'm just looking for hit enemy. Yeah, hit enemy. Explode for 3. He should overcorrupt for 3. Alright, cool. I'm alive. It's good. We're fine. I'm gonna 5 myself here. Incredible. And then we're just gonna hit enemies. I'm gonna convert the 5 here and finish the combat. I'm okay. I'm not gonna die, right? We'll just self-heal for the time being so that they don't have to worry about it. There we go. I think they still explode. Yeah, okay, you can die by doing that. I don't think it hurts anything to get your sentinels smacked like that, but it works out otherwise. Okay, Baleful Hoot. Gain 4 Doom. We have enough Twilight Sigil, I think. Self-heal? That's not very good. I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, Moonlight Wrath. This seems like a good number. Oh my gosh, add evil dice to your deck? I don't want evil dice. I would like this damage, but these don't convert, right? Which is a big problem, so skip that. I don't need any of this other stuff. All right, fine. Now, I was thinking I could cut this run, but I'm going to try to push through, and this will just be a long episode. If y'all don't want to watch, that's okay. I don't mind. But yeah. I'm probably only going to do one episode of this unless, I don't know, it pops off or something. So, we'll see. Let's go to the shop, see if we can afford anything, and see what comes from here. If you buy another one from this position, it replaces. So you can do that if you rolled some bad ones, right? But instead, I want to just upgrade the boy. Give me more here. He's a little stronger. It's all good. Cool. All right, let's go. Balanced dice are better than safe dice in general, so we'll look at them at least. Lunar alignment. Meh, not interested. Decrease 1 die from any target with any type of corrupt action to value 1 until the end of turn. Or just convert plus. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now, I think that's good density on conversions, personally. I'm good with that. I don't think these balanced dice add anything. I don't want plague hexes in my convert pool. That's not good. I'm going to skip that. I would take some additional risky dice at this point that give me damage. I am going to still sacrifice a heart and gain a star blessing here. I'm fine with that. It's power that I need and that I want. We wish to be strong. Whenever an enemy gets over-corrupted, gain 4 doom. Wow, this is nuts. This just shield, it's just free blocks in the beginning of the run. Whenever an enemy die is enhanced, that enemy receives 120 purification. That is like boss killing if you could play this. But I'm gonna walk in with the shield. I think that's really good. This will slow down my ability to proc my virtues, but it's not that bad, I don't think. It should be okay. Yeah, that relic that I was just talking about would just instant kill this guy, right? Full instant kill. The one nice thing about the gaining shield automatically here is that if I have a really bad daze turn, it works out. Apply 3 safeguard to all enemies. Oh, it's enemies. Well, heck, I'm a lot less interested in it now. Dang. Remember, you cannot convert Torment here, so I wish to re-roll this, but I can also just discard it. Leading this combat with a area Torment would be very, very bad, just generally speaking. It's unfortunate because I'd really like to hit myself here, but I can't consistently do it on this turn, so I'm likely to murder an ally. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to discard my Serenity Aura, which is very sad. I think we have no choice. I think we can't afford to like copycat it either, because if I whiff, then that's pretty rough, right? Yeah, unfortunate. I have to just discard you or convert you into garbage, pretty much. So sure, we hit the guy for 1 instead. It's a very weak play. I'm gonna convert the 5 here and see who I hit here. I hit myself. I'm actually not upset about that. Let's see. We'll roll this guy here. Hey, sure, fair enough. See who I hit with 5s. It's unfortunate. I can at least, hey, I can heal myself a little bit. It's good. I'm gonna leave this one alone so I get the 4 virtue next turn. We can do some damage here. I'm okay with that. And then he can hit me. Sure. Now he has a mechanic that makes him gain doom at the end of his turn, so it is a race, by the way. He starts getting to a point where he does way too much damage to stop. So, now each of these guys, let's see, each of these guys have very dangerous effects. I do roll pretty strong converts here, which is great. My draw plus is pretty good. I get a precision here, which I like. Ooh, I rolled a precision on the left, though, which is excellent. So the play is we precision out the draw 2, please. And then we just draw 2 turns, which is excellent. That's honestly fine, too. I'm good with this. Now, who has the dangerous one? Link Thorn means if I hit the main guy while this guy's up, then he Thorns hits me, which is scary. He just spawns these guys at the end of every turn, by the way, which makes him very dangerous. This other one is Link Thick Skin. He takes less damage. Okay. Interesting. I would like to re-roll Twilight Sigil on this guy here because I might be able to hit something more effective. Just gonna be this one alone, I think, right? Just if I re-roll the enemy into a better number. It's the same. I'm okay with that. I do want Twilight Sigil on me, though, I think. This first one is on me, yes. I'm going to double convert here. Yes, I think everything here is getting converted. Yeah, alright, cool. Looking good. Now, I could hit enemies. I actually don't mind the thick skin. It makes him a little more durable. I do mind thorns. Do I? I don't actually know if I mind the thorns that much. I can just heal myself if I need to. And it does activate the effect, right? It lets me re-roll stuff, which is pretty powerful. Right? I can just do stuff like this and try to hit the better numbers. He hurts me more. Oh no, it's fine. It's kind of an interesting dilemma, right? Yeah, I'll re-roll him, sure. This heals me up, great. And then I just AoE slam here, which hurts me, which lets me re-roll again. You can kind of see how you can play this game pretty well. And then I'm just going to take these hits so that I can Virtue Slam him here. And then I hit him for 15, which lets me draw. And this draw could be dangerous if it's negative. Or it could be just a very simple minor purify, and I'm happy with it. And then, yeah, we just spend this healing ourselves back up a little bit, and I take 2. That's a much better turn, right? You're trying to kill this main enemy fast. It's not effective to spam on the left, right? Yeah, you really don't want to over-spam here. I think it's very dangerous to AoE too heavily, in my opinion. Oh, yes, Area Corrupt. I mean, you just kill everything, right? That's just such a power play, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, and I rolled a really hot dice here. We actually can finish this combat pretty comfortably by just precision dice on the 50 over here. Yeah, we're looking hot on this one. And then I just, over here, go ahead and corrupt this 10. We full heal off of Twilight Sigil. We send it. Cool, his link is down. I hit him for 50. He has a bad day. Is pretty much what's happening here. Inventive does do damage, so let's just hit it, I think. Oh, that draws. We don't want to do that. Just hit him. He's gone. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. The precision plus big risky plays are excellent. I'm a big fan. We push through that combat pretty comfortably. Now, again, I don't actually get any benefit from the Sentinel here, sadly. But that's okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna skip this Sentinel because I'm happy with my 2 that I have. Yeah, it's fine. Defensive Aura. Apply Light Shield to allies. Man, that's strong. Eureka. Convert for the rest of the run. What the heck? That's nuts. What a cool card. I like that a lot. Now, I actually don't want to do that, right? It's interesting. I don't want to do that. Enhance, it's not bad. This is a really good way to play Enhance. I think I want to play this defensive aura, yeah? It's very strong. Big aura plays. Now, hopefully we get some power stuff here. What do we get? Increased purification to all targets by 2. Increased corruption received by you by 1. This is very risky, actually, especially with the final boss mechanic. I think you want to watch that. You can't reroll dice for X turns. That's dangerous. Gain Unholy Mist. I'm okay with this, yeah. The Unholy Mist play. I have a lot of dice draws, which are very cool. It's good because it means I'm hitting my other cards. This is, yeah, you kind of see, this is where I would be thinking to myself, man, I wish I could end the run right here, but unfortunately, that is not how this goes. So, I want to go to the Sentinel Shop upgrade, so I'm going to go to the right, probably selling these, unless they high roll me something nuts. They give me some Eurekas, actually, which is kind of fun. It's not the best one, but it's a good one. Hex dice synergies. There's probably a deck in here with hex dice nonsense. Man, that's a scary looking Eureka. It's got a dissolve life in it. Good grief. I don't know if I want to gamble on that. Having 1 dissolve life in my deck is, I think, enough. Having 2, if you draw them both together and you don't have enough tools for it, you're having a bad time. I'm going to skip for money here. Dark Enlightenment. Refresh my virtues, gain doom. I'm honestly okay with this. I think this is pretty cool. That's kind of... all of it is dangerous, but good, and I have the conversions right now that I think I have the tools for this. Yeah. Okay, we'll grab that. It's good risk, I think. I'm going to go upgrade my Sentinel some more. Please and thank you. Upgrade. Show dice. Make him better, I think. Right, so he's at what rank right now? How do I look? He's at rank 3. Okay, so what I can do is I can show the dice. We can see how they improve with this upgrade, right? So they're currently on this one. So this improves 2 of his dice and his health, which is pretty cool. That's that upgrade. This upgrade over here improves 2 of his higher dice, but not his health. I'm gonna go on the left, I think. Upgrade this guy on the left. He does have a auto turret 3 right now, which is... oh, that is a big step up. He just passively does more damage. Yeah, okay, that's worth it. Mr. Thunderous Beacon, he's having a good time of it. Alright, cool. I like these upgrades a lot. Sentinels in general are nice because they give you free upgrades or free hits per turn, which I like. What does this guy do? Thorn, it's annoying. And then Hatchling Chrysalis. He hatches in 3 turns. Whenever purification is received, apply Serenity to this enemy. At the end of enemy's turns, lose all Serenity. Very interesting to me. Wow, alright, we got a lot of bad rolls here, but I think the play is to slam yourself here. 5. Which lets me roll dice and pull things out. I'm going to do some damage, I think. It's fine. Oh, his Thorn effect is very scary. Be careful about that, yeah? My rerolls, I want to reroll Mr. Convert over here. That's going to be my Convert on the right. And I want a Twilight Sigil reroll here, probably. Excellent, in fact. Twilight Sigil activated. My Convert on the right is an 8 AoE. Excellent, I'm healed. I get another Convert. Here it is, I'm healed. Wonderful. We slam the enemy. I do have to deal with some AoE hits, but I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I get the randoms out of the way, unfortunately. It is what it is. I do this. 8 AoE hits. Okay. Now, I wonder if they expect you to race this or what he converts into here. I don't actually know. He gets zapped a little bit. I rolled a precision dice, which is kind of nuts. Do I have a... Ooh, Serenity Aura is super strong to roll into, yeah? Yeah, we're gonna play... Copycat on what? Interesting mechanic. Because I can give him Twilight Sigil and he's gonna have a bad time here, right? I'm going Copycat the Serenity Aura dice because I can convert one and it's okay, and I can precise the other. This is actually why I wanted to do this. I also don't necessarily hate hitting myself at 6 here. Right? We'll re-roll on the left because it could be a precision dice that he gets. It isn't. Okay. I don't hate hitting myself for 6 here, actually, like genuinely speaking. Right, I want the Serenity Aura out here. Area Serenity is excellent. Now, I do think he does lose all Serenity for this, so that doesn't actually improve him. It does improve the healing I gain, though, which I'm okay with. Doing 6 to myself is... I don't have anything that increases this, right? I'm not necessarily mad about this, I don't think. True. I think I'm okay with that. I could force my hand a little bit. I'm gonna hit. Draw a card, please. What do I get? I get a convert, which is not really what I wanted, you know? But fine. I can at least hit this guy. I'm not gonna kill myself. I took shield. Fine. Draw a convert here. I'm gonna re-roll this 2 just in case I hit something. Or rather I discarded it, I think. Let's self-heal here. I think that's wise. That Unholy Mist is doing some serious work on hurting myself. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. No converts on this turn. Bad draws, I think. Shadow Mantle is something I have to keep in mind. Laser beam this guy. I do not have a great situation here. I get my... What a crazy turn. I'm going to... Precision dice out something good. Ooh, I could gain Doom. Ooh, that's spicy. I like it. I want to reroll the precision dice here. See what we can hit. Play it like so. I hit... Wow, I hit on everything, which is awesome. So the first precision dice here goes on Doom, which gives me Dark Enlightenment, which I play immediately. Activates everything. Good. I hit him, and it reactivates, and I hit him. Okay, I'm gonna precision dice out a double defensive aura here. Good. I'll take it. I'm converting the 17. I'm gonna draw here. Okay, I'll take shield, I suppose. I may as well heal myself. I'm gonna hit the enemy a whole bunch, I believe is the play. I'm blocking some of this, which is okay with me. Shields and all. Hit the enemy. Hit the enemy, I think. It's good to do. Doing a lot of damage here. Okay, and I think he metamorphosizes. I don't know if he keeps his health or what the deal is. I imagine he becomes very scary, though. I don't actually know what this boss does when he metamorphosizes. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. He's terrifying. Yikes. Oh, he hits me for 7. Oh my gosh, he just kills you if you don't have shield? Oh, buddy. Alright. We are experiencing... Okay, shield is very important to end my turn with, or I pass away. Okay. Good grief. I wish for a convert on the 8. Good. That's good. I need to precision out this 50 here, which is very important. So I end my turn with this self-heal. I need to heal myself because he's slamming me for 7, which is horrifying. The 50 is a very important play, though. Very important. I'm going to convert this as well. Hit this man. I rolled another precision dice, which is pretty crazy. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do here that would be good for precision? I don't think so. So I guess I re-roll the precision and hope for damage. Like, genuinely. This guy, minimum damage is 6. Alright, we rolled precision again. So the question becomes, can I improve any deck here? Can I improve anything? What is Ingenious Touch to? I can convert it. I can convert something. I don't need that. Alright. I think we do the conversion here. We're hitting the enemy, which is good. Okay. Hit him. Hit him. Apply self-shield. I'm full with 2 shield, which does give me a turn. End your turn here. I live with 1, I think, mathematically. Right, I took 5. Or 2. I live with 2. Alright, give me a good turn here, and I think we can finish this. Serenity Aura is not bad. I don't have a shield here, so this is suboptimal. But that's okay. I think if I can double convert, we're okay. I should play the Serenity Aura first, is just play that out the gate. It's good to have it on the board. I can discard. I'm going to convert the 13, which is good. 13-3, and we finish this. Good grief, that boss is scary. Yeah, you really do need to rush him because he's horrifying. Then you need shields in order to even have a chance of defeating him. Kind of crazy. I'm going to skip here. I don't think that's very good. I don't feel like taking dice. I'm not going enhance. More inventive, I don't think adds much. I'm going to skip there. Also gets us up to 150, which is nice. Let's see. Whenever they get overcorrupted, refresh. Gain 3. Every hex dice you draw, gain... Okay, that's strong if you're going hex dice. I'm going to take this garb. Every time you deal purification, you gain... Someone randomly gains light shield. I'll take it. Give me that relic, please. Okay. I would take some risky dice here. The play, I think, is left, left, left. Look at the risky dice. We get to see some safe dice, too, which are not incredibly exciting. Yeah, like, I don't want any of this. The safe Twilight Sigil is genuinely pretty decent, but I'm just going to skip that, I think. Owl Light Charge. Again, I don't think any of this matters here. We're okay. I would take some risky high-powered dice, so... They give me the Dark Enlightenment Plus again, which is neat. Deal 2 purification to an enemy for each risky dice you have in your dice pool. That's interesting to me. Because I'm about to draft a bunch of them. I actually think, by the way, that Dark Enlightenment is sick. I'm going to grab another one of these. And I think I'm probably skipping... Deals 4 additional purification for each doom you have, which means that this is doing, at a minimum, 10s. I don't want to have too many risky dice. How am I looking? I think with both of those Dark Enlightenment pluses, I'm feeling pretty decent about this. Let's just skip this guy, I think. I'm going to remove now. Now, the one I want to remove is one of the garbage, like, stellar cleanses, I think. Actually, it's going to be minor reroll. I always feel minor reroll is pretty garbo. I'm going to get rid of that. All right. Give me this hard combat. Ah, yes, this is a scary one. You want to kill one of these enemies very fast. Yeah. You want to kill these enemies extremely quickly. Light shield to everyone. It's a good opener. Cool. I'm happy to have that. Risky dice. I will take the Twilight Sigil on me for the moment. I actually think we want to rush this, so I'm going to Twilight Sigil an enemy, I think. Yes, then I'm going to convert to random. See who I hit. Unfortunately, hit an enemy, or an ally, rather. I could self-hit. Does not matter to me. I'm going to do a convert here, I think. I can't, this does not convert enemy dice, unfortunately. We're just going to funnel damage into this guy as best as we can, I think. It's a straightforward turn. When at or below half. It's blinking because he's close to it. Alright, we need to rush these enemies. I think the one on the left is generally the one you want to work on a bit. Although I do hate the other ones too. They each do something different, right? I actually think the worst one is probably paralysis or stunned. They're both really bad. I rolled a 50, which does just instantly kill a guy. That's a ridiculous way to play. Just high roll, you lunatics. This is a precise dice. Oh baby, risky dice, let's go. Give me that doom, activate everything, draw me a card. Activate everything, I'm so powerful. You cannot stop me. Amazing, I'm gonna reroll the enemy. Oh, I'm stunned, I can't reroll, unfortunately. Who am I killing? I think I'm killing the middle guy because paralysis sucks. So he can just sort of pass away and I'm fine with that. Sam, he's gone. Love it. I do want to... I don't think this I can't re-roll here, so just go ahead and hit. Although... let's precise out the Serenity Aura here, because reasons. Good. Let's... yeah, we do this to convert, which is good. I hit Doom again, which refreshes everything. I redraw. Yeah, 21. This is excellent, though, because I just convert this now. And, yeah, this guy passes away. Amazing. Yeah, that is a ridiculously effective turn that I just had. This enemy stands very little chance of defeating me alone. Good job, champ. Well done. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna have a bad day, is what it comes down to. I think we have a pretty good setup here, you know? Oh man, I didn't roll a single thing that needs to be converted. That's crazy. That never happens. I'm gonna Twilight Sigil myself here. He's hitting everything for 3. I'm not a big fan of that, and I can't force him to reroll, so... that's just unfortunate, I guess. But... we have Serenity Aura down, so I'm just going to hit enemies a bunch, I'm pretty confident. And I'm going to shield up myself here. I do need to provide some healing to offset that, what is it, that misty nonsense that I have. No good converts, unfortunate. I can do this at least and hit for 1, which is fine, I suppose, which will at least full heal me. And then the rest of this hits the enemy and we're okay. We end turn on that. I can't reroll, sadly. So he does a big AoE attack, which is unfortunate. He heals himself and does everything. Not great. We should be able to finish this combat, though, I think. So, yeah, I mean, just convert real fast. The combat is over. 15 AoE, goodbye, my friend. All right, cool. Pretty strong. When you draw this many, you're looking pretty solid. I get rewarded for this. Precision plus is always nice, I think, because you roll high, you set the others. You roll low, I can convert it. I will take another precision plus here. Eureka, Forge, Purify, I'm skipping that. It's fine. I would take like a good mid-range Purify as well. Every 8 balanced dice you play, draw a safe die or a risky die. Counter is kept between combats. I am leaving some stuff in my hand, so if they get... I'll take the hammer. I think that's good. Yeah, we'll take it. I'm feeling pretty strong here, but it's not a guaranteed win. I want to spend my money, because this is the final boss coming up. So, we need... Ooh, it's Decayed Star. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know what that boss does. I fought the Anomaly before. So, Sentinel Shop is over on the right. I could get a removal with the Forge Shop, though, which is pretty sick. I like that a lot. Yeah. And the 340 puts me just over it. Yeah, I get to remove here, which is good. Some shield has been nice. That's true. I'm going to cut Stellar Cleanse here, I think. Let me look and make sure everything else is good. I don't mind the inventive. Ingenious Touch, I think I can actually cut at this point. Yeah, I'm going to drop this, actually. It was important before I had drafted converts, but then I found the convert plus, and I also have another convert plus as well. The fact that I have enough of them in my hand enables me to actually skip that, so spend your money. You're not going to have any use for it at this point. Alright, I get a Forge action here. Deal 5 purification to 5. I could duplicate here. Ooh, that's spicy. You can duplicate any of your pluses as well, which is your super enlightenments, which is excellent. It just lets you take anything. Oh, it's actually a non-epic dice. Never mind. That kind of sucks. Forging a precision into a dice is pretty cool, right? That's true. I think balanced are the best ones to forge into because it means that, like, for instance, I'm much less likely to hit one. These other ones that, like, have negatives, I'm converting these, right? So I'm not as concerned about it. Yes, I think I'm gonna... Precision is a very strong mechanic for me. Yes, I'm gonna grab the precision confirm here, and I'm gonna put that into... I don't mind having negatives on, like, minor purifies. I'm gonna put this into the Twilight Sigil Plus. Now, unfortunately, this is what I mean by unforgeable. I cannot replace the Dissolve Life option on this, but I can replace this guy down here. And you can see this thing is great. And if I wanted to, I could duplicate from that position. I'm gonna buy, however, a Destroy, I think. Am I gonna remove a card here? I don't mind my density right now, actually. And I did remove the one I wanted to remove that badly. I could probably get rid of Inventive here, but I don't mind having it. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm gonna instead pick up the Light Shield here and drop that into one of these. Again, I want to forge into dice that I'm concerned about, right? Or that balanced dice benefit the most, I think. So I'm gonna just drop that into a balanced dice. And I think we cruise here. I'm 10 star shards away from a removal. I should have planned around that a little better, I think. But that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to sacrifice a heart to gain 2 star blessings here. It's really good to do this. You're doing this into the final boss, so the game is like, hey, that's pretty risky, man. But I will take 2 relics in exchange for that, almost always. Whenever I or an ally deal corruption to an enemy with at least 4 corruption, I can convert their dice. That's pretty cool. That is a very cool mechanic for me. Oh, but at the first draw phase of each battle, draw a dice. I have to take that. That's too strong. It's bag of preparation, man. That's the most important turn for that. Maybe I'll hit the other one again. Whenever you or Sentinel deal corruption to an enemy, apply 1 light shield to you and all Sentinels. It's fine. When I have 6 or more corruption on my meter, I deal 2 additional. No. I'll take the light shield. It's not as good as the other one was, but I'll take it. It's all good. Yeah, I think that is fine. Let's go fight the final boss, I suppose. Oh my god, what the heck is this thing? What am I looking at? What am I experiencing? I don't know what he does, so we're about to find out how brutal this goon is. Doom. What is this? Oh no, he's adding decayed hex dice to my thing? Dice with ruin and decay actions. And then he decays me, and he's applying ruin to himself? Oh, he heals himself. Oh, this is a very tough setup. Ooh, very difficult. Okay, well this is great though because I hit the Risky Die Dark Enlightenment opener, which makes all of these much stronger and activates all of everything. Raw, please. I'll take it. That is a precision dice that I just whiffed on, which is unfortunate. I get triples here. I'm gonna re-roll. I think the re-roll I want to take is I want to roll the 2 precision dice here. Yes. I hit a precision dice, which is very strong. I'm going to precision dice out. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. I get to choose the 50. 50 damage opener is a very strong play. I'm going to be doing big converts on this turn. I'd convert all 3 of these, essentially. Unfortunately, 2 of them become random targets. It is what it is, I suppose. They could become dead. Anyway, hit this enemy for 50. I mean, he doesn't have a mechanic that stops me from doing this, right? It's just a 1/4 of his life bar gone, which is amazing. I will happily take that. I do think I have to just RNG this, unfortunately. It's going to be at 25%. I guess I could discard them. Well, that's the nice thing about this inventive is it actually guarantees this value on this turn specifically, right? Yeah, that's actually very cool. And then I can convert here. I can also hit him. Just hit that guy, by the way. And then I convert here, and this does 9 to him. It's a really good opening turn, by the way. And he does some ruin to himself and hits me for 3, and I'm okay with that, right? Yeah, this is that's a really good turn 1. This might just be a win pretty quickly, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes out, right? He hits me for 3, it's fine. He gives himself some ruin. He throws some garbage in my deck. Yeah, okay, we got some garbage. Yikes. Oof. Well, I happen to roll the only good one on that, so I'm happy about it at least. I do get the big shield. Big shield good. Big fan of this. I'm 100% going to give him the Twilight Sigil here, I think. I think that's worth it. I'm going to convert Mr. 13 here, because that's a huge 13 swing. Just hit everyone for big numbers. Hit enemy. The nice thing about the shield on the enemy, by the way, is that it prevents him from applying healing to himself, and prevents him from, oh my god, devour. Oh wow, he's scary. You can't let him proc his overcorruption. I see how this mechanic works. Yikes. Let's give this man's... I'm gonna re-roll here on what? All of these look very bad. Okay. None of these look particularly good. He applies 3 corruption to himself and to me. I need to avoid him. I can't reroll his dice. I could precision his dice, but I think it's too risky if he's got one of these. Like, he rolled a pier, which is not good, but the ruin is at least better to apply than applying ruin to everything. So I want to copycat something here. I'm going to give him the shield, so I want to re-roll that shield. If I copycat something here, what am I copycatting? Hard to say. I don't want to copycat a negative dice here, but we'll just let this ride. Yeah, 3 shield, put that on the enemy, because he has Doom, and this will actually work for him. This will actually be very good for me. I don't have my Corrupt. I'm gonna copycat dice, I suppose. Don't really want to risk any of this, right? Just hit the enemy a bunch. Cosmic Sandals, draw cards. Like, if I hit an 8 here, that's really bad, and I can't do anything about it. That's true. Yeah, if I hit the 8, I mean, I should roll it. It's a pretty high chance that I don't hit the 8. It's a 1 at least. It's fine. So I'm going to 13 everything here, which is a big power play. And then we just hit the enemy for damage. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, I think I feel okay about that turn. He gains some ruin, but he doesn't gain a lot of corruption here, unfortunately, because of all the shield I gave him. So that's nice. I have a lot of trash in my deck now, though. Oof. I did hit a precision dice, though. The precision dice needs to be on Area Torment, because I want it to become Area Serenity. Very powerful to get that on him. I have corruptions coming up. Ruin to any target. You really gotta ruin the enemy, though, right? Because what am I gonna do? I just kill myself or my ally? I could sacrifice an ally. It's a really good roll, by the way. He just hits himself and me. Himself and me is a good play. I want to re-roll Mr. Dark Enlightenment here. I'm also going to try to re-roll... Well, here's a question. Can I convert one of these? I cannot convert Mr. Doom. So... Area Corrupt being 8 is pretty decent. I don't really need to heal allies, though. So I think the play is I do want to re-roll this area, because if I hit the Dark Enlightenment, I'm feeling good about it. And I have a shield, which is fine. I did forge that in. Let's see if we can roll the... Let's see if we can roll this, yeah. And maybe I'll hit better. Okay, well now it's a player corrupt, which is bad. That is terrible, actually. I need to self-heal over here to push past the blocking. I need to shield up now. 3 shield. And then I hit myself for 9? I am alive from this, yes. Okay, I had to make sure. Draw me a card, please. Oh, that's terrible. I hate that, but I did roll some good, decent stuff here. I can 6 heal myself. He doesn't have anything that insta-kills me from this point. No thorns. Alright, just slam him then. Fine. I do wish to re-roll. I'm going to re-roll this one on the right. Did I use my convert already? I have not. No. So I'm going to re-roll the one on the right, I believe. Yes, that's fine. And I will attempt a reroll on one of these negative dice again as well. I think that's fine. Oh man, we almost had it good. That's fine. I did at least roll successfully here. I need to heal myself. Just fully. It's fine. I have to give him ruin, sadly. Unless I want to sacrifice an ally, and I don't. I'll give him the shield. I have to hit him for this, but I can actually corrupt this back, which is huge swing. Okay, alright. I think we're in control of this turn. Obviously, he gained a lot of ruin on that, but it's fine. He hits me for 3, he hits me for 3. He doesn't activate his overcharge yet. He has 15 over corruption, which is spicy. Tough. Okay. I have a convert. The question you have to ask is, can I convert? Okay, I cannot convert decay. Not a big fan of how this played out. I'm going to attempt the reroll here on Mr. Area Torment, because heck no. And I'm also going to attempt it on Area Decay here. Hey, we got Area Serenity out of this. That's a big swing. I'll take that. I'm going to shield the enemy, I'm pretty sure. Twilight Sigil, draw a card. I should get the Twilight Sigil on myself, yeah. Draw, see what we hit. That's a precision dice. I already re-rolled it, but I don't mind doing 8 here. You can see we slowed down a little bit on this, which is maybe not ideal, but I can hit him for a number. I'm going to draw a card, see what I run. Hey man, I'll take Dark Enlightenment here, right? Go ahead and convert one of these right away. I think I'm good with that. Ooh, what's my convert? I kind of want to re-roll the precision dice after I hit the Dark Enlightenment, because if I hit, or if I can get Perdition Drive on precision, I can also re-roll my Sentinel dice and have 2 shots at this. So I think we don't convert here and we just send it on the Doom play. Draw me a card first. Spicy, not great. Hit the enemy, of course. Do my re-rolls. Precision, precision. Okay, we missed. Alright, fine. This is okay, because I do get the full converts here, which we'll have to simply do, which is a lot of healing playing out. I think I want to shield the enemy here. I think so. Hitting him for damage is important. I need to heal myself, though. Do I? It's not doing damage to me. He might proc this Devour, though. I think he is proccing Devour here, so let's put the 3 on me here. Give him some shield. Well, let's give me the shield. I think I have to give him the Ruin, unfortunately. He's gaining 13 corruption, then decreases this by 1. Yeah, okay, so give me the shield, because he's dealing corruption to me. Then increase Devour corruption by 1. What is Devour corruption? Do we know? Do we know what Devour corruption is? It seems bad. Anyway, we're gonna hit this guy a bunch. The real question of this turn is now basically, what do I think? What does Stardust Garb do? Ah, yes. Shield to someone. Cool. So the real question, I'm gonna give this shield to myself. I have every confidence that he's sending it here, and I don't really know what his Devour corruption does, and I want to not die. So here we are. If he over corrupts, he does 6 damage to me. I block some of it. He goes nuts. He does indeed go nuts. I think we can finish this combat. I did roll a precision dice here, which usually is the end times for the enemy. Like, that's pretty strong. We just hit the man. I get to re-roll here. Man, we have a really good turn. I managed to high roll off of the Ruin dice, too. This is 12 to myself. So I think the play here is I precision dice this into draw 2. I'm going to draw 2. Yeah, we just hit him a bunch, and I think we're okay. As long as I do a convert here, we'll be alright. We finish the combat. Alright, good job. We win, hooray. You can see it's like a 2-hour run though, so I'm glad that we got a chance to play this. It seems like this was good, but you can tell that this is the runs are long, so it is what it is. We get some kind of level up business, but we feel pretty strong about how this ended up going. So I'm not going to click through all the buttons here while we're all on this. Hopefully you all got a chance to enjoy this random weird video about a game that I've never played on the channel before. Maybe some of you all made it to this point. If you made it to this point, I want you to say the words Perdition Drive, which is that bloody card that I kept playing that rolled 50 with the precision play. So yeah, say Perdition Drive somewhere in your comment if you want to get me to the point where you're like, okay, I believe that you actually made it through 2 hours of bloody video here. But yeah, so I will leave it there. I'm probably not going to record more of this game just simply because the runs take so long to get through, and I don't think it's a great game for splitting up the runs. It might be fun for like streaming, but that's probably not for me. So we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.